Abicene'ye gitti.
There was flooding on the road in front of Funthat Market, causing difficulty for people waiting to get on the bus and causing traffic jams because the water could not drain quickly enough. The departments under orange alert include Ille-et-Vilaine, Calvados, Mayenne, Seine-Maritime, Oise, Finistère, Côtes d'Armor, Pyrénées-Atlantiques, and Hautes-Pyrénées. They don't know what the Padam-Thani Highways Department is doing. In front of the PTT gas station opposite Funthat Market, there is flooding on the road surface. There are a lot of oil stains floating out. It smells like diesel fuel. The people have informed the gas station, but the gas station said there is no leak. They are worried that the water will dry up and the oil stains will remain, which could be dangerous.
Abekho abantu endlini baphumile.
There is speculation within Meteo France about issuing additional rain flood alerts for certain departments, emphasizing the severity of the situation. Due to the influence of the system, all eyes are particularly on Brittany, where the storm is expected to first strike. Warning of the potential for damaging winds and hail as a storm blew through parts of southern Ontario. By 8 p.m. the statements had ended, but evidence of the storm was clear to see. Meanwhile, in the Maesui Dam, Maesui District, Chiang Rai Province, tourists were caught off guard when a summer storm hit. The victims recorded the incident on social media. The images show that the summer storm was so intense that the tents and shops that were serving tourists were blown away by the strong winds. Local forecasts predict winds of up to 130 kilometers per hour on the coast. Meanwhile, regions within the Pyrenees are also bracing for storm conditions, with mountain areas potentially experiencing gusts of up to 120 kilometers per hour during the middle of the day. These alerts are coming on the heels of Storm Eowyn, which had already wreaked havoc across parts of Europe, resulting in tragic outcomes, including fatalities due to falling debris during severe storms. Tourists took shelter from the storm because it came so fast and strong. Some groups of tourists were still on wet rafts and had to take shelter without warning. Some tourists were injured when objects fell on their heads. Reports indicated how Eowyn had caused various damages, and its residual effects merged with the impending arrival of Herminia, urging residents to be particularly cautious. The winds were gusting to 70 kilometers per hour, perhaps even 80 kilometers per hour, for much of the afternoon in the Guelph area. Rob Kuhn, severe weather meteorologist with Environment and Climate Change Canada, said.
continue bringing you updates as more information comes in. If you found this report useful, please like, share, and subscribe for timely updates on emergencies like this one. Stay warm, stay safe, and look after each other after each.
The Fusang District Chief has ordered the village headmen and camnons of all 5 sub-districts to inspect the damage. At present, the most damaged areas are Chang Rang and Pa Sak sub-districts, where the village checkpoint tents were blown off by the storm and the roofs of villagers' houses were blown off by the strong wind. Then a line of thunderstorms associated with a strong cold front came through between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m., and those storms brought even stronger winds with gusts likely between 90 kilometers per hour and 100 kilometers per hour. He said the storm did not last long, but it was powerful. The intense part of the storm was maybe 5 minutes. The storms themselves were racing east at about 80 kilometers per hour to 90 kilometers per hour. So when you did get hit, it was very sudden. And then once the storms formed into a line, the line was pushing southeast at about 40 kilometers per hour, Kuhn said. According to Northern Tornadoes Project, a team based out of Western University that investigates severe weather, they received many reports from across southern Ontario of scattered damaging winds, none related to tornadoes so far. At this point, we don't have any evidence or reports of tornadoes, Kuhn said. We've been asked that question for a couple cases already in eastern Ontario, but so far nothing yet has been determined that there was a tornado. Follow weather news to prepare for protection in advance. Meanwhile, the damage after a summer storm hit Ban, then Dunuya School, Nong Lek Subdistrict, Kosum Phaisai District, Mahas Arakan Province, causing severe damage to the school building. When we were looking at warning these storms beforehand, the primary threat, by large, was straight-line damaging winds, downbursts from thunderstorms, and that's indeed what seems to have happened. In this yellow than we normally would in another yellow wind warning. Yellow wind warnings are only warnings for not unusual weather that just causes localized danger, but, I suppose, because of the impacts that have already been, we can experience a bit more with these yellow level winds, she added. The janitor of Ban and Dunuya School revealed that the summer storm damaged 2 school buildings. The Pratham 6 classroom building, which had almost completely blown off its roof, making it impossible to hold classes. The other building, which is a sports equipment storage room and a school building on the ground floor, had its roof blown off almost entirely. Several large trees fell inside the school. No students were injured. Water has also been an issue for many homes since Storm Eowyn made landfall on Thursday night. with 109,000 people still without water as of lunchtime today. USAREN said power outages were having an impact on water supplies. Generators are today being used to support schemes supplying about 112,000 people with water. In an email statement to local media, Terry Dooling, manager of public works for the city of Guelph, confirmed their teams received and responded to over 50 calls related to storm damage. At a U-Haul building on Speedvale Avenue, at least one of the iconic orange storage boxes had been blown onto its side. Severe thunderstorm activity dumped heavy rains on parts of West and North Trinidad yesterday afternoon, resulting in severe flash flooding. Flash flooding occurred in Barataria, San Juan, as well as the western main road in Corinage and Glencoe, Maryville, and Diego Martin. The North Coast Road was obstructed by a landslide. It looked like there was a container that was flipped over. Winds of that strength for 30 seconds to 1 minute. That's all you need to cause damage. It's almost like a wall of wind, Kuhn explained. According to the Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government, flooding was reported in Petit Valley, near Street Lucien Road, Western Main Road near Shorelands, Coco Wright, Diamondvale, La Ceiba and Maryville, and Morne Coco Road. Elsewhere, residents posted pictures on social media featuring large downed tree branches and toppled fences. Others posted videos showing debris blowing down the street as the winds whipped through the area. Dozens of people took to social media yesterday to show how their vehicles and properties were affected. A video shared on social media shows fallen trees blocking the pathway leading to Maracas Beach, while another clip captures the murky brown water of the Diego Martin River near the Westmoreland Bridge, dangerously close to spilling over. Utilities confirmed power outages were affecting several parts of the city. Crews were dispatched, but there was no estimated time of restoration available as of 8:30 p.m. One driver, heading west on the Diego Martin Highway near Crystal Stream, filmed a flooded roadway. Videos continued to flood social media, showing the chaos caused. In one clip, a driver records himself navigating the flooded streets of Alice Glen in Petit Valley, while in Aranguez, the roof of an unfinished building is seen flying through the air like paper in the wind. The Guelph Police Service said they received dozens of calls during Tuesday evening's storm. Police said trees and hydro lines were reported down across the city, with many streets closed into Wednesday morning as the cleanup continued. As is typical during rain, flooding also affected Lower Port of Spain. including Lower Richmond Street, Citygate, and South Quay. The Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government in a Facebook post highlighted flooding in Careenage, Blue Basin, Gittins Avenue in Maryville, and Morncoco Road, Petite Valley.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay informed about the latest developments.
Ooh.